souls clashing. All the infinite brawl, eternal 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 souls clashing. War gets deep, some beef is everlasting.
Now, who can use law? Law can only be used by people who are in their sovereign capacity. And as I will share with you tonight, the majority of the people in the world, and I'm not going to get into all of the details about that, but the majority of the people in the world, 99% of them live in slavery today. So in 1863, via the Emancipation Proclamation, and I challenge you to go look in a law dictionary and look up the definition of emancipation and proclamation, and you will see that a proclamation is not a law. A proclamation is a public announcement by elected officials. It is not a law. So the Emancipation Proclamation of 1863 did not set any slaves free. What it did was standardize slavery, the United States being the model for the standardization of slavery, that all of the other nations around the world, as they reduced their people from their sovereign capacity and forced them to join nation states, then they were able to issue statute, codes, ordinances, resolutions on them. And a statute, as in a state statute of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, is not a law. It is corporate policy of the corporation that calls itself the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Incorporated. All right? Now, a code is not a law. The United States codes, the code of the laws of the United States of America that are used in federal court and the Supreme Court, are not law. They are what they say they are. They are codes, ordinances, and resolutions of a municipality of the city of Philadelphia, which is a private non-profit corporation that calls itself the City of Philadelphia. An ordinance and a resolution, as in parking ordinances, they are not law. They are what they say they are. They are ordinances and they are resolutions. All right? And now, starting with the fact that this is our land. We hold the highest status in this land of anybody else. Everybody else has a classification of citizenship that is beneath the Moors. And next time I'm going to bring you what that classification list is. There's about 15 different classifications. And your status is dependent upon what you tell somebody. They don't just automatically classify you. They go by the information you give them. Just like you asked the question, you said, well, there's boxes. All right? Now, if they give you, they make an offer to you to fill out one of those boxes. And you, in your ignorance, fill out a box that does not apply to you. They have misled you. However, they classify you based upon the information you gave them. If you put on a form that you're an alien, they're going to classify you as an alien and treat you as an alien. If you put on a form that you are black, they're going to classify you as black. They're going to associate numbers, codes, or documents, and you don't know what those codes mean. But they mean that you fall into one of those lesser categories of that status and that citizenship, and then they proceed to deny you benefits or privileges based upon the status that you gave them. They don't automatically assume these things. Let's say, for example, one of the guys that works with me, Don, when the people from Dominican Republic, which we know is Quisqueya, not Dominica, he's Quisqueyan, he's not Dominican, because Dominican Republic is a corporate nation state, a private non-profit corporation, and if he calls himself Dominican, then he has classified himself in a status as a member of a corporate body, so then he is a corporate board citizen. But if he classifies himself as Quisqueyan, which is the name of the country, Quisqueya is the name of the country, and he's Quisqueyan, then he does not fall under the corporate board status.
A dimension, having a size, something we measure. Chromosomes explode inside all your hidden treasures. Various life forms live for millions of years. Different beings from different planets are living here. Earth is Tiamat, and the Enuma Elish. Unify, create love and peace. We are the Moors, indigenous to the land. We are all going back to the source, our divine plan. know we the original seed. The Dracos, reptilians wanna see you bleed. We transported and levitate them limestones. Place or origin of time is a time zone. Forced to abandon sites left incompleted. Scientists who move so strategic. Magnetic grids and ley lines we use. We built the sarcophagus, laboratory and school. Introducing a chain of life. Dense water to breathable air and rich life. They bred primitive creatures to work. To mine gold, made as slaves of truth hurts. Project Adama, birth for the new being. Bred with intelligent laws called Samoans. Bred with the gibbons and chimpanzees. Plants and insects, broadhead cause allergies. Romardians, made as biological servants. Luciferians, half man, half serpent. Taught us Badashi free construction. A whole life being inside us provide instruction. It was void and the water was deep. We are each being as one they saw in the sea. Came down to unify the tongues. Out of one true language, we all have come called Nawabi. Enhance imagination while blocking the blinding light of misinformation. Signs the times are the 7 great thunders. Truth in your math, 9 being the number. We're living in a great day of fear. Subject to them Luciferians who came here. Free reinstating the tear, the true God, our mother, the darkness everywhere. Correct order of the world and beyond is my eye. I've said in the city of Han. We remove lies and replace the facts. The ghost gas belief was indeed a trap. The 9 ball is the orb and the circle. The cipher is nothing, 9 is universal. 3 plus 6 equal 9, 360 degrees. Out of 9th is 3 sets of 3. Fortress of a new chest to vault. Now the tongue, the key, loosen the vote. Confirm facts, open hearts to all. We dispel of the lies that embrace the fall. Conscious gases came before gender. Records sent down for you to remember. The female was here first genetically. We came down from higher planes of energy. The journey of perfection isn't complete overnight. All it wanted is of the green light. Records were sent down.